the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the landing party and Happy New Year 2026. Let's get her started with the Captain's Log 2601.07, episode 79, the final episode, Turnabout Intruder. Teleplay by Arthur Singer from a story by Gene Roddenberry and directed by Herb Wallerstein. Episode 79, Turnabout Intruder, brings to a close the original Star Trek series. And it was while filming it, the cast found out that this was the end. The series was resuscitated after the second season due to a huge fan effort and writing campaign. However, that fan base whittled away and therefore ratings dropped from the poor quality product in yet another time slot move. The cast does their best with the material provided. James Doohan is particularly good here, and Shatner gives an excellent performance as the woman-hating man, Janice Lester, inhabiting his body. The weekend before they were to shoot, Shatner was a guest at the Rose Bowl parade and caught the Asian flu that was going around LA at the time. By the time they were filming, he was sick as a dog and sweating profusely from a fever. They had to keep reapplying his makeup because of the sweat and his pale pallor. A studio nurse was called in and told him to go to the hospital, or at the very least go home and rest. Shatner, being the consummate professional, knew what it meant and how much money would be lost for him being down for the count, so he soldiered on. Shatner was the first to find out the show was canceled because he was scheduled to direct the next episode and needed to begin prepping for it. There were actually 2 more episodes that were scheduled for the season, and NBC cut it. He just said, no, we're not going to do any more. Roddenberry was on the set with guest O.J. Simpson and pulled Shatner aside to give him the bad news. The rest of the cast would find out later, but there was still work to be done. Coincidentally, it appears O.J. was present when Star Trek was killed too. It was a sad time for cast and crew, as all their hard work was coming to an end. The last words spoken in the original series, as our heroes are entering the elevator, are, "If only." Indeed, if only Paramount knew what they had and what was to come. And that, my friends, is our Captain's Log. Let's get to this last episode. May the best Lester win is here. Hello, sir. And it's also Best Lester Wins birthday today. So let's give a round of applause for the birthday boy, Mr. Aaron Lopresti.
62 years old. I am.
You're just a child.
I wish I was 34. I wish we were still orbiting SETI Alpha 6. Oh,
you mean SETI Alpha 5?
Yeah, slip of the tongue.
And we have Turnaround and Intrude Her.
This is SETI Alpha 5.
You didn't expect to find us.
Ooh,
I wish to go on hurting you. That was Graham's interpretation of that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
Can't wait till we do that movie, because that baby.
happy birthday, and hey, cheers to the last episode.
Yeah, indeed, but we can't do it without bringing in our favorite Star Wars girl / Star Trek girl, Anna.
Filled with vodka.
Hi.
If you're wondering, Anna's internet is out tonight, so she's on her phone. So she's a gamer.
She's She's here
Can
for
you
the
hear
one
me?
episode that really speaks to women.
Can
Man,
you hear me?
yeah, there's so much to say.
I know. Is this like
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I think there's a delay though.
Yeah. Is this the ultimate anti-feminist television show ever?
Oh my God.
Yes. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that they should make this required viewing in every college, in every, to deprogram all of these lunatics, because this got right to the core of the problem with it, is that it's just penis envy.
Yeah.
And
You know what's ironic though is that for all his liberal views, Gene Roddenberry, was like the biggest misogynist there was.
Yeah.
He's all about all these liberal thoughts, and as he got older, they got worse. But here he is. There's women can't be starship captains in this
yeah, they say
original
that.
series. And she just says, you don't know what it's like. She hates being a woman,
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible.
She literally does.
What was it when they had
Hello,
Janice?
can you hear me?
He's back. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yay.
So
Happy birthday, Aaron.
thank you, Anna. Appreciate it. So when Janice Lester was on the stand, right, as Kirk, what did she say to her? Go, it's something about someone getting commanded, or did Spock say it, that someone who didn't deserve it, didn't have the emotional capacity for it, and didn't earn it. It just went. It was like, man, that speaks to today, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So she was like a DEI.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even. I mean, she basically underhandedly stole his whole persona and switched it and tried to kill him inside her body.
Here's the other thing: the doctor, who's the accomplice here, is desperately in love with her, and he's going to help her become a dude.
Yeah, what's going on? I was thinking of that too.
I was waiting for that moment where Shatner walks around, puts his hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, just kiss him. Do it.
Yeah. Well, there is that moment where they're in the sick bay, and he does put his hand on him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's crazy, man. I know. The funniest part, though, to me, that just kept ringing out like a klaxon, was how she's doing a captain's log, revealing her whole plan on the.
Oh yeah.
Right. I had a problem with that too. I was like, who is she talking to?
Yeah. You're gonna have that recorded for all the Starfleet to hear. On
Wait, Spock was right. It is. It is a chick in there.
She's like, my plan is almost complete. Captain's logs.
I know, but didn't they start that with him or her, whatever, saying captain's log, and then went into it, right?
Yeah. She said.
So it's like, what is she saying?
And
I like when she's calling up. Captain Kirk signing out. Everything is Captain Kirk. Yeah, that was a good touch. But it kind of falls apart really when she mentions those other episodes, mentions the Tholian web, and mentions the empath. And Spock says, "Well, those things are all recorded. You could have gained knowledge." Well, why didn't you just say something that only Spock would know?
Right.
Like
thing,
I was with you.
That's why she had him mind meld with her.
Right.
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 But she could have easily said something.
Yeah, I was with you when you went through. I know what Ponfar is. Something.
Let me show you. And she grabs him by the neck.
Yeah. Remember when Bones gave me the shot and you thought I was dead and you had a boner when I came back to life?
My first thought was that Janice Lester, the actress was okay looking, but I kept thinking if Kirk was involved with her, it was like, man, it was like he must have been drunk the whole year that he was involved with her.
Every one of his past loves as a dog.
Yeah. And you saw that outfit she was wearing was
she was
to hide that wide ass of hers.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Figure.
At first, when she was in that little mini skirt thing, I thought, oh, all right, she's got nice legs, and I didn't notice it, but that outfit, man, it was like a bell,
Yeah.
Big pear shape walking out of the
Yep.
brief.
Was not flattering at all.
I have to say though, I don't know if you agree with this, but I think she did a better job overall imitating what Kirk would be trapped inside her body than Shatner did imitating what Janice Lester was. He just acted like a freaking maniac, and then it was actually really comical because he was doing all these little things like pursing his lips, like doing things that were sort of female, but it didn't seem like it would be her. It's just like it was effective though. I mean, it was
I have to
entertaining.
disagree with that. I thought, given so he's still trying to be masculine Kirk, or she's trying to be masculine Kirk, but still has the female aspects in there, from her entire life. And like he does stuff like where he puts his hands down to his side and flattens his shirt like a woman would a skirt,
The way he sits down in the captain's chair. And
he's filing his nails while he's talking to Spock, and he's using the file.
See, to me, no, go ahead.
I just thought that those were little nuances that didn't scream at you. Like if Picard did that, you'd think, yeah, that's Picard, because he's French,
He's doing his nails.
To me, it seemed like, though, that I agree with you that he was very effective doing those things. But to me, it seemed like what somebody would do if they were trying to act like a female, like not somebody who's trying to act like that particular character, but just what a female would do, like filing. How do you know Janice Lester would file her nails sitting on and I felt like watching him, he didn't do a good enough job getting rid of his own Shatnerisms, because he was still doing these kinds of things, which if you had somebody else's personality inside you and having it, you wouldn't be doing all those things, So
well, she had a relationship with him. She knew him, and she knew.
Well, she's not going to act like
she's got to sell
Shatner.
She's got to act like Shatner. Kirk.
Well, as I told Graham before we came on, I said that this was like my least favorite episode of all the Star Treks, and it has been by a mile for years. But after watching it, I find it to be one of the more humorous episodes that they ever filmed. I really got a kick out of this. It was funny as hell.
It was funny.
Just Kirk doing and what I really thought it was such an indictment on women. It just cracked me up because it was like, even whether you like Kirk's mannerisms or not, they were like, he was over emotional.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking, he wasn't making smart decisions. He was making emotional, stupid decisions. And it was like,
and didn't know how to handle it when Sulu and Chekhov wouldn't do what he told them.
He threw a fit, it was just like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I really enjoyed James Doohan when he's out in the hallway with Bones.
We move against him.
Yep.
Yeah, but you could see why Scotty is always in charge, because he's acting like a commander here to the emotional doctor. And he's like, basically carry out this thought process to its likely end, and I just thought he handled that really, really well.
It was funny in the briefing room where he's like, there's just no evidence, and then all of a sudden 5 minutes later, Shatner's calling for their executions. It's like, okay, there's some evidence right there. That maybe
isn't it interesting though that they see Kirk not acting like himself, right? But they know that Spock, being who he is, would not be saying stuff like this unless it was true,
right?
And Kirk was just enough off his game personality wise that they grew suspicious. But I love how they trusted Spock implicitly and questioned Kirk.
And Spock says something there that he should have said in many other episodes, which I've actually brought up, where he goes, this crew has seen many strange things that you wouldn't think would happen, kind of a thing. And I've said that about other episodes where they were like questioning, no, that can't be true.
Right.
What are you talking about, man? Out of all the things you've seen in the last 3 years, 5 years. You don't believe that's going on? Of course it is. So,
And
so
I
that
did.
was,
Who was it? Ron, did you make the point, or was it you, Graham? I can't remember now. That I guess it was Ron. I really liked Janice Lester as Kirk.
yeah.
Yeah. But that would, to be honest, that's the easier role because all she has to do is be forceful.
Well, but no, it's a, she was acting the way Kirk would handle the situation, being in the situation. Like Kirk would sit there and he would deliberately not show all that kind of emotion and let her unravel. And I thought she did a good job just letting him do that the same way Captain Kirk would actually do that. There was one scene where she's sitting there and she's just got this look on her face, and I kept seeing Kirk's face in her while she was doing it, just by her restraint, you know, and his experience. Oh my God, I'm talking like trans shit now.
Well, yeah, it's difficult to discuss this episode because, you know, we got a he, she, you know, our pronouns.
What are Lester's pronouns?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I will say that this whole, this angle is so tired where there's always the jilted lover helping out right from the first Man Trap episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Carries all the way to the end. The end episode has that same dynamic, you know, or the Medusan one, and there's a few others. Red Jack.
This wasn't supposed to be the last episode because, as I mentioned, the captain's log, Shatner was supposed to direct the next one, and there was one more after that. That's what was ordered, but NBC cut it off right there. So obviously, it wasn't meant to be the end of the series. But it's interesting how when Bones gets Kirk in the examination room, he's got his shirt off and he's doing the thing with the leg thing, just like in the Corbomite maneuver, the very first episode.
Yeah.
That's not intentional, but that's just how it worked out. And it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So did they have a script written for the next one? If
yes.
They were so they did. What was the name of it?
Shit, I forgot. Maybe Lynn knows.
All those things, man. I just felt like the last episode, All Our Yesterdays or whatever, would have been the better last episode.
Yeah.
To end the season on, you know, even for what it represented, them going into the past and having different lives, you know.
Yeah.
This one was.
Did you guys watch the remastered versions?
Yeah, I saw the ending.
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Nebula. Or
the Nebula.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah, they did that because they knew it was the last episode, and they want to have kind of like a button, a ribbon at the end of it. You know,
it seemed like it. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. I mean,
the question is, was it the Mutara Nebula? Sauce for the goose, Mr. Savick. The odds of it even.
He can't help himself. He just can't help himself.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest movies ever made. That's all I can say. I just
I just watched it. It was on a couple days ago on TV, and I couldn't not watch it.
Oh, I know. Whenever that one is, I make time. That and Jaws, I just never.
I can't believe how effective and how much screen presence Kirstie Alley actually has. Because I've been actually recently watching reruns of Cheers, and she's on that, and she's a wonderful, wonderful actress, comedic especially.
Yeah.
But on this, she has so much just screen presence and charm. Even though she's Vulcan, she doesn't come across as that Vulcan because they didn't do her eyebrows the way they did with the girl in the neck who replaced her. But she still was very effective, I thought. And
they didn't do her eyebrows?
No, they're just like regular eyebrows. They're kind of up and. But they're not
interesting. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. They just did her ears.
Well, her hair is still regulation, Admiral. So
I hadn't noticed.
That Romulan ale.
Oh, that's right. Fiction Method reminds us that Savick is half Vulcan, half Romulan.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to get back on track and talking about when is a man a real man and when is a woman a real woman. I'm not sure.
I like the way Kirk says it at the end. He goes, you know, she she could have had a wonderful life just embracing herself as a woman.
Right.
That was the most poignant line, because it really does speak to, and especially like we were saying, how in this time, there's so many women who are so unhappy because we're living in a time where people are asking the question, what is a woman?
Right.
This is how diluted feminism has made women, and how, this push towards equality, and which doesn't exist anywhere in the universe anyway.
Well, it doesn't. And they're made to feel bad for being women because they're not men.
Yep.
When in fact, because of the differences, that is their strength.
They've not been taught, or they've lost what wondrous creatures they are in lieu of defining themselves, measuring themselves against men. You're never going to, if you keep measuring yourself against men, then you're never going to achieve what you could actually be as a woman.
Right. And have a fulfilled life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What was that line that there was another it was funny when Janice Lester was on the stand and Kirk was cross-examining, and it was like he was able to like needle her with, their past. And he said something about, I tried to have a relationship with you, but I couldn't because of your self-loathing or something like that. That was just brutal.
Yeah. She's speaking for herself there.
Right. And it's kind of funny because my question was, if she was really like that, why would Kirk ever be going out with somebody like that?
Well, one of my favorite lines is in the beginning where she's on her deathbed, so to speak. And she says, we could have been off traveling the universe together. And his response was, we'd have killed each other.
And believe me, I'm sure you guys know that sometimes when you start dating somebody, it's not the same once you get to know them 6 months, a year in.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, they change completely. I've been through that a couple of times. It's like, what am I talking to right now? And it's weird that you do the most intimate thing with that person, and then at the end of it,
what would that be?
Yeah.
Now, what are you talking about, Ron?
Do you have children, Graham?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
When a man loves a woman,
I'll talk about retard. But yeah, let's explain it to him. When a man is this thing, like when he's trying to teach Charlie X that.
Yeah. That husband bump?
Hey, Lynn, by the way, real quick, I don't think it was more than Shatner. I think it was DeForest Kelly that she was demanding more than the original cast members, but she was demanding more than DeForest Kelly. I guess DeForest Kelly was being underpaid for Wrath of Khan.
Oh, so is that why they booted hers? Because she wanted too much money?
Yeah, well, it wasn't her, it was her agent. I think she came out later and said she would have loved to have been a part of it. But he kind of went in there and started doing all this deal with it. She probably was like, yeah, just handle my contract. And he went in there trying to get money, and they dumped her. So,
well, if they wanted more than Shatner, that's insane.
Yeah, I think it was DeForest Kelly. That was the breaking point.
Yeah, that's stupid too, that you would want more than DeForest
Yeah,
Kelly.
and because then it's going to put a thing, if DeForest Kelly found that out, imagine the shitstorm that would have caused.
I think Anna just unplugged her internet because she didn't want to have to deal and watch this episode.
Yeah, I agree.
She made us have to watch it.
That's because she changed bodies with Peaches. Peaches is really in her right now.
That's right. I think that's it.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
She's in Peaches' body.
Okay. Okay. Now I got you. Took that wrong. Sorry.
Peaches is in her, and I didn't mean it that way. There's your answer, Graham. How things are.
What? What did you just say?
You're an artist, Ron. Draw me a picture.
Yeah.
I could.
Commission accepted.
Yeah, right.
You know what bugged me the most about this episode? And I was waiting for it at the end because I couldn't remember how it turned out. But remember, they go to the holding cell and they've got like a double dose of poison, right? They're going to inject the killer, Janice Lester, with, right? And then, of course, Janice Lester as Kirk is fighting with the guy. And then they do the body switch or the spirit switch. And then she tries to stab Kirk with the hypo. He grabs her arm and she drops it on the floor, right? They go through the scene and they all walk off. There's a freaking hypo laying in the hallway on the floor there with a double dose of poison. If someone accidentally falls on it or picks it up and stabs himself, they're dead.
Accidentally stabs himself with a
There it is. They're laying on the floor of the hallway.
How about the doctor, right? So he's complicit in all this, right?
Yes.
And so she transfers back to her body, and she's all sobbing and everything, and
Kill him.
he doesn't look like he's going to get punished at all. They're like, I'd like to take care of her. Okay.
Take care of her in the bed, buddy.
Yeah. Did you guys feel like it was a little too easy, them switching back? Like, just because they got, there was this stress.
Is that what it was? Because they never explained.
Yeah, it was just like,
I
it
kind of
first
felt
happened on the bridge because he got all bent out of he got all bent out of shape because they weren't listening to him.
I thought it was a time limit thing, is what my impression always was, that it was not a permanent
That
deal.
they had to kill.
Yeah, one of them had to die for it to be permanent.
I see.
That was kind of my take, and it was just good timing on Kirk's part that it happened when it did.
Yeah, it was coming up to the 45-minute mark. He had to get out.
Well, he's about to get hypoed too, so
One of the first signs should have been when Kirk karate chops her in the neck.
I was just gonna say that.
Really?
That was my next comment.
Yeah.
Like she comes running up, he comes walking out, and he just freaking
Yeah, he whacks the thing out of her hand and goes bam, bam.
yeah.
and like McCoy's like, what the
Yeah. Now you're beating up women.
like, yeah. She's a threat to this ship or whatever he says.
Yeah.
She's gonna hurt somebody. She's gonna kill somebody with that. Would she have
Yeah.
a broken glass in her hand or something?
He just fucking beats the shit out of her. Yeah. Made it out even farther. He just kicks the crap out of her all over the.
He should have done some Kirk Fu, bounced off the wall.
Well, it
takes her by the hair and bashes her face into the.
But here's an interesting psychological thing, right? I mean, she was relishing in the fact that she had physical strength to beat up people, and then she's kicking her own ass, right? She's inside Kirk, but she's seeing herself, and she's beating the crap out of herself.
Right.
What does that say?
Self-loathing.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if they,
that's here.
I don't know if that was the intent in the script, because obviously she had to keep Kirk silent, but at the same time, there's that sort of layer that.
The more we talk about it, I think this episode.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You got your internet back?
No, I did not. I went and stole Peaches' hotspot.
I told you.
You're coming in nice and clear now.
Yeah.
Every.
Oh yeah.
car that
Apparently
comes
his
up
phone service is much better than mine.
Well,
Well,
let's hear
we're
your
not
thoughts
sure
on
that it's really you. Ron has a theory that you're Peaches.
You guys switch.
You switched.
You
I
switched.
Peaches, we know you're in there. So you
Yeah.
What's
And you're in the
what's
house
your wife
shaving
doing
your
right now?
face.
Do you have?
I think the world would come to an end if me and Peaches switch bodies and I'd have to do his job.
I don't want to see him do yours.
Oh, he'd be great at it. I'm not an engineer, so I think a lot of
How
people
would
would
how would he
die.
take to breastfeeding?
Well, I'm not doing that anymore, Ron. My kid has teeth.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean he never mind.
Oh my gosh. So why wasn't Uhura in this episode? They didn't want to pay her? I mean,
No, she had a singing gig.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize that. Because it was the other chick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd mentioned that in the
the
captain's
white
log
chick.
last week.
She was in.
Last week was the last time they were all together.
Wasn't she in Balance of Terror? That girl, the one who replaced Uhura. She was getting married in the chapel.
yeah, that's right.
Yes,
She was.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was also in
She
shore
had a
leave.
different wig. She
Yeah,
had a
they
different
gave her
wig and a different
wig and-
uniform in that episode, though.
She actually had a fair amount of screen time in this episode.
Yeah.
Didn't say a lot, but they kept cutting to her for reaction shots and things.
Yeah, she looked aghast at one point, like when
Yeah.
Kirk Lester was on the bridge and was basically saying, "No, we're gonna, we're gonna drop her off at this planet. We're not going to Starbase 2." And she was aghast.
I know, like what?
A few times, yeah. She's like when they wouldn't listen to Kirk, and then his reactions. And the best part was when when he's getting pissed off, he's like, "You wouldn't listen to me," and all of a sudden, Lester comes out of him for a minute. And he's like,
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, there's that famous shot, Yeah.
imagine seeing your captain doing that, having no idea what the hell's going on.
I think Sulu was getting some ideas from this episode. He's like, "Oh,
yeah.
going to
And
another."
then when he finally,
My.
when they're
my.
down at the brig, and then she comes out of him again, and he's flipping around the bulkhead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, towards the end.
The acting, that's where it got really comical. I'm like, Shatner is putting his all into this.
It must have been a fever dream from his fever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was sick or something, right?
Yeah, he had the flu, Asian flu.
Which I just got over. Damn it.
Oh, the Asian flu. We're allowed to call it that.
Well, that's what they called it in 1969.
Well, they used to call it the Oriental flu, but then they had to change it to the Asian flu because it was too offensive as an Oriental
Well,
flu.
there's the Spanish flu, the Asian flu,
Why
the
do you
China virus.
Why do you keep calling it the Chinese virus? Because it came from China.
China.
China. Oh man.
So, Anna, what are your thoughts? You've been gone most of the time. You got some thoughts on this? Peaches.
Yes. She's gone again.
Speak to us,
That-
picture of Anna.
It's roboting.
Oh,
So much for
Sorry,
his
there's a
mugshot.
delay and you guys are all roboting. Yeah, I
Well,
know. Am I
what-
coming in clearly?
Yeah.
Yes.
your voice is clear. Yeah, we don't. We have
Okay,
just an
just-
image.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm inside my living room. But no, I think there's a 10-second delay on my end.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, it was great.
Did you watch it this time? Like,
Yes, of course I watched it. I'm interested to know how they did the camera effects for the body switching thing. But yeah, I mean, I honestly that lady, she should have just immediately killed Kirk once he got into her body. Like just right then, that would have solved her problem.
yeah, there
She had the
been-
monologue though.
Well,
I know, I know.
they
Well, he
kept playing it
tried,
up.
actually.
Didn't they keep playing it up that she was still secretly in love with him, and so she couldn't bring herself to kill him or something like
No,
that?
but he tried. He took the scarf and he was trying to choke her. Remember?
Yeah, but he
Well, you
didn't.
know what's funny is all this episode did was prove how much more efficient men are than women.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we said before you came on. It's the ultimate anti-feminists episode.
It's an
Well,
antidote.
yeah, they would just were like, okay, you're not allowed to be you're not allowed to be a captain, and because women are crazy. And then she proves the entire point that women are too crazy to run a freaking ship.
And they're
I
too
want him dead. I want him dead. Holy shit.
Well, she didn't do a good job at all of pretending to be him because it's obviously she's insane, so she's not going to do a good job of pretending to be someone else. But like, you would
Well,
think
Anna,
she would have put a
here's
little bit
where
more
we
effort.
disagree.
No, she's saying that.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
saying Kirk's performance or the
No,
actor
no,
who
I'm not
played
talking about the
Lester?
performance. No, I'm not talking about the performance of the actors. I'm saying like you would have thought she memorized all these logs, that she would have put more effort into pretending to be Kirk,
I see.
which she obviously didn't. And I know it's because they want to show that she's
Well, there
insane
wa-
and that she's not doing a good job.
There was one scene where I was like, oh my God, where she was coming out of the fever and she yelped like, she's like, oh, when Kirk was in her. Like, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think Kirk would do that. Like, yelp like a little schoolgirl. because even though he's got fever and everything, I was like, oh, that didn't seem right.
Well, there's a lot that
Well, you
doesn't
know
seem
what bothered me about Kirk was it's like immediately he could just like he's the captain. He knows everything about everyone on his ship. Even the security guy, all he would have to do is like you came on board on this star date, like this is your middle name, like just little things that he could have said
right.
immediately and been like, this is me, like this is what we talked about last week.
But
in
even
our
then,
briefing.
though, would be nothing more convincing for Spock though than for him to mind meld and see what what he saw, because
Yeah.
he kept having the vision of what happened, like where they switched bodies.
Mhm.
It was like, and so then Spock went in there and mind melded, and then he saw what actually happened. So that was the best solution for that. I
Were you
think.
guys all waiting for like the gay scene to start between
Yes.
Ron was.
Yeah.
Doctor?
Yeah. You were talking about it too, buddy.
I brought it up last week. That was that you want to talk about getting cringe feelings. It's like, no, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
Well,
Because
no,
there's
that-
just that very subtle moment where his whole body language shifts and he walks over to the doctor.
Well, that
Like-
dude was obviously in love with the chick, and then he's completely fine with her switching bodies and becoming Kirk.
I know that's
That's
we were
what I
talking
said
about
earlier.
Yeah, Graham said that. Yeah.
He would have been totally fine if Kirk kissed him.
Yeah, no, this episode has everything. It's like the anti-women empowerment and a gay love story.
No, it's just like modern Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the most modern Star Trek episode ever.
I feel like they
why
only
we've ended
watched
up
this
with
episode and
Starfleet
based their whole show
Academy
on
now.
it.
It's got DEI hires. It's got girl bosses.
Yeah, this
People
one had it
trapped in the
all.
wrong body.
Well, it's
Right.
funny because
Gay love.
that you would mention that, because in that
Mhm.
Starfleet Academy trailer, there's one clip in it where the girl is the navigator. I don't know what she is, but she's a cadet, and she's like, I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
Right, I've seen. Yeah, I saw that clip.
You know that, and I was watching this thinking about that. Like, man, we've come full circle
Yeah.
because it's the last episode all over again.
And why are they hiring fat actors now?
Oh, it's
You
ridiculous.
would think that in people would have their diets in order, because everything else is perfect in the Star Trek world.
Because it's
We've overcome
body
everything.
empowerment.
How is
Yep.
it?
It's body
Yeah, it's
empowerment. How
body
dare you?
shaming. If you hire all good-looking people, then it's body shaming and all that.
Well, the other thing is, though, it makes no sense because you're in a Starfleet is basically a military academy.
Right.
Whenever you go through training and stuff, you would not be out of shape.
Right.
No.
It's not the fucking woke star. It's not the.
Yeah.
the
It's not a
woke-
convention cruise. 'Cause that's what
Exactly. Yeah,
It's
it's not a
it's like a cosplay convention cruise that
Yeah.
they're training for,
It's ridiculous. All right. What's your scores?
Look at he's ready to go. Actually, I have to dip a couple minutes early because I got to get my mom fed and then I got to go pick up my daughter. But
Okay.
you guys
I
can
think
carry
you
on
still
without
have
me.
chores on your birthday.
I know. I've been doing nothing but working all day.
Aw.
Okay, I'm going to start off and I'm going to go around here. And before I watched the episode, this was a 0. It was going to be my first 0 episode.
Mm.
But I never laughed so hard watching a television show
Yeah.
that wasn't supposed to be funny that this is now one of my favorites. So I'm giving it an 8.5. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
I'm going to give it. It's still the most uncomfortable episode I've ever seen of any television show in my life. But God, it's so funny. And the total anti-feminist message that meant nothing to me, when I was a kid, now means everything to me.
Isn't it amazing how now you see it through a mature, grown-up adult lens, and especially the time we're living in, how
Mhm.
apparent it is.
Yes.
When you first watch as a kid, you just don't even think about it. You're like,
I would actually watch this again because like the courtroom stuff and Scotty out in the hallway with Bones, which Graham brought up, is a great little scene. And just the whole with Kirk, Kirk Lester tormenting Lester Kirk on the stand, and getting That was gold, baby. I'm going to give it a 3. When I was going to give it a 0. I'm giving it a 3 now. So,
Okay. Ron?
Yeah, I'm kind of. I was joking before, but you didn't hear me. I'm like, the more I think about this episode, the more I think it's a 10. But I can't possibly give it that. I did find it amusing how once Spock knew what was going on, how he kept talking to Kirk, to Lester Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
How he kept sir, he kept sarcastically saying sir,
Yeah.
That was pretty great. Yeah, I mean this I don't even know what the hell to give this one.
Well, Aaron's 3s, let's just say, are "And the Children Shall Lead" and "Whom Gods Destroy."
Garth. This is better than Whom God. I don't know though.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Those two are bad.
Yeah, Whom Gods Destroy. I was being generous giving because there was a novelty item to it, and you had Batgirl as a Orion slave girl.
Oh yeah,
This is the cringiest episode ever conceived, and yet it's so freaking funny that I can't just give it. I 3. I mean, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, I don't know what to give it because it's like a culmination of 3 years of amazing stories, and this, and it all culminates with this ridiculous chick on a planet who just hates Kirk and wants to be a captain and be a man
and hates herself.
And it was just so. But I will say it was entertaining. But I can't give it a high score at all. I mean, I'm going to give it a 2. But I appreciate it for the message it sent, the absolute beacon of truth finally in a show where we can present it to people and say, this is what your problem is.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty great. So maybe I'll give it a 3 as well.
There you go, Ron. That's right. Solidarity. Us guys got to stick together.
Give it a 3. What are my 3s, Vixen?
Yeah, Fiction Method post Ron's 3s and my 3s too.
Why is that what you're giving it?
Well, that's what I'm leaning towards, but I want to compare it to what.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea to have done.
Your 2s are Cat Spa and Wink of an Eye.
Which one's Wink of an Eye?
Well, they moved
Yeah, I will admit, I'd say I think Cat Spa.
You gave that a 2?
Yeah, Cat Spa. I'll have to switch that. Cat Spa the 3, and then this one the 2.
So here's your 3 5s because you didn't give any 3s. Friday's Child and the Children Shall Lead, Spock's Brain, Plato's Stepchildren, and the Cloud Minders.
Oh my gosh.
In
all horrible, except for Spock's Brain.
Hang on a second. In retrospect, this is very much a Spock's Brain type episode. Incredibly entertaining for all the wrong reasons. It's like a horrible episode, and yet we love it because it's so bad.
Well, it gets so many bad marks just for the captain's log thing. The fact that she's doing a captain's log.
It's so dumb.
Revealing the whole plan. She's like, my plan is almost complete.
Honestly, Ron, that just adds to how incompetent she is.
Right.
The fact she's like, let me put on record my evil plan that anyone in Starfleet Command can access.
Yep.
Yeah, Fiction Method, I need a reminder because I'm leaning towards like a 4 or a 5 just because you guys are right. This is really funny. And I think there was good performances from everyone.
I agree.
I think Spock and then like Scotty and McCoy had good scenes. And, as bad as the plot can be, I still think it's like it gets you entertained throughout the entire thing.
It does. It's way more entertaining than I remember it being.
Graham, in the captain's log, did you
as an adult, you have a different view of it.
Did you mention at what point they realized it was going to be the last episode? Was it during filming?
It was during filming. Yeah.
So I wonder at what point, at what scenes they were doing where they knew.
It was the bridge scene.
You
You didn't hear the captain's log?
No, I did, but I mean,
when O.J. Simpson was there.
What?
That was a good joke.
Gene Roddenberry had brought O.J. Simpson on the set.
Why was
He did?
Yeah, he was a guest on the
Why
set.
was O.J. Simpson on the
So
set?
he was just watching them act?
Yeah, and Roddenberry was
Why?
there to tell. He had to tell Shatner that the series was canceled because Shatner was supposed to direct the next episode, and he had to begin pre-planning, pre-staging it the next day. So he had to know. So he told Shatner, but the rest of the cast didn't find out till later on.
Well, what does that have to do with O.J. Simpson?
Well, O.J. Simpson was there as a guest
why
of
was O.J.
Roddenberry,
Simpson there?
and then they left. He just showed up to tell Shatner whatever he had going with Roddenberry.
Up that O.J. Simpson, who knew what his future was going to be?
Well, that was my joke in the captain's log. I said, and coincidentally, O.J. Simpson was there when Star Trek was killed too.
Wait, how old was he? Was he like a teenager when the show?
No, he would have been in college, wasn't he?
Star then, yeah.
Yeah, but he was a USC college. He hadn't gone
And he
pro
was-
yet.
He was famous back then?
69, 70. He
Was he still in college in 69 or was it 68 that he graduated?
he was already playing for the NFL in 69, 70, 71.
Well, I know he was
At
in
least 71. He's playing with the Bills.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if he was still at SC at that time. I'm going to look that up.
Wait, so
Look it
he
up.
was famous enough to hang out with Gene Roddenberry back when he was like,
Well,
what,
in
20?
California, USC football is huge.
Yeah.
So certainly back then.
What is USC football?
University of Southern
University of
California?
Southern California.
Oh, I thought it was like a league or something.
No, it's college football.
Such a chick thing to say.
Yeah, I'm a girl.
Okay, well, Big Daddy Phil says OJ was a rookie with the Bills then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
68. 68 he won the Heisman.
Yeah.
So he was a
And
rookie.
he got,
Okay. Very cool. All right, so Anna, did you give a number yet?
I'm probably gonna go with 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
I can live with that.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with I'm looking at my threes here. And
I can't believe you gave Requiem for Methuselah a 3. It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
it was
Come
bad.
on, Kirk falls in love in 15.
The
Okay,
set
don't Anna
alone-
and Ron, don't get them started
The
again.
sets alone just knocked that one down.
I don't have the internet to fight with Ron over that episode.
I'm going to go with a 3 on this. I think this falls right in there with those. Those are just. This one might be slightly more entertaining than any of those.
But not on purpose.
Yeah, I know, for all the wrong reasons.
True.
It's incredibly entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
Confusing entertainment.
Yeah.
It's not like Corbin might maneuver where it's deliberately entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Like
best
they were
scene,
trying
the
to
best-
be entertaining.
the best scene for me in this is the hallway scene with Scotty and Bones. So this would put it right on there with Requiem for Methuselah because I really like the end scene in that, but the rest of the thing I thought was crap. So so I'm going with a 3 on that. I'm going with a 3.
Here we go.
It was a good scene though, where they walk in, everybody's there, and instantly Kirk is like, "Play the tapes from the hallway."
From the hallway.
They
Yeah.
taped them in the hall.
It's nice to know Big Brother still exists in Starfleet.
And McCoy's like, "All right, we know what we said."
Yeah, it was like, so every conversation they've ever had in the hallway of the Enterprise has been recorded. Is that what we're supposed to assume?
Oh man.
What
Wow,
if
we
Janice
just finished our
Lester
last
fought the
story.
evil Kirk? Oh, I'm Captain Kirk, and she's like, "Oh, I'm Captain Kirk."
Yeah,
Oh, Captain Kirk.
they should have sent her to the other, to the Mirror universe.
Oh,
She would have fit right in there.
Have Janet Lester fight Lazarus for all eternity.
yeah.
I want to kill you. I want to kill you. Talk about torture.
The
Oh
weird
my
part
God.
is in the Mirror universe, Janice Lester was a good person and loved Kirk for real. And
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know?
She was very altruistic and, and loved
Supportive.
her womanhood, wanted children.
My children.
Very feminine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hysterical. Well, everybody, we have done it. We have gone through all 79 episodes, but we're not done because
Oh, yes, we are.
next week we're having Fiction Method come on, and he's our statistician, and we're gonna go over our scores because we had really the first season scores really need to be adjusted because I think we underplayed those, in the beginning because we had so much more to watch. So we'll go over the scores, make our adjustments, and get the final thing. Then the week after that, he's going to be back, and we're going to do a trivia game that you guys will be involved with also. So we're going to do some Star Trek trivia, and then we'll move on and start doing the Star Trek movies. So Trek is not over with. They told Shatner it was done, but they were wrong. He came back and did the cartoons, and he did the movies, and the rest is history, and we're going to do the same.
Man, I feel as if I've been fully exercised, as in exorcism of this show finally. So I think
you got to emotionally and
think
intellectually discuss every episode.
I'm just kidding. I don't want any more Star Trek in my life.
Yes, you do.
You have to woo me. You have to make it worth my while.
Oh,
especially, interestingly, that I was doing this show, I started doing this show, and it was at the same time I met William Shatner. So
true.
there's this whole
that sort of tainted you.
It's cathartic for you, hasn't it, Ron?
Well, it's definitely has created an aura for me as a turning like a major sort of mark in the road for me in my life, this show, and having met him at the same time. So it's been interesting for that.
Yeah.
reason.
One would say you got shat on.
Nah. I don't know.
Oh man.
My wife keeps texting me.
Yeah.
All
right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, of course, to the landing party for going through 79 episodes, and you guys for being there with us. We have more to come. It's going to be a lot of fun as we go forward, and hope you guys will tune in. Happy birthday, Aaron.
Thank you once again.
Yeah, you have a great night tonight, everybody, and we will see you soon. Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.
What time is it?
5:30, sir.